When I think of a place where hunting is still part of everyday life, I have no doubts. Scotland is the answer. Being here, walking through the same forest where the royal family has hunted for generations, fills me with a deep sense of pride and gratitude. Everything here speaks the language of an old tradition that have shaped this country. The grouse moor, the driven grouse day, the red deer stalking in the islands, and especially the knowledge of the gamekeepers, whose care keep this land alive. We finally made it into the highlands. Today we're going to hunt stag, and this is our first film that we do in English completely, so I'm really excited for it, but also a little bit nervous. Let us know in the comment if you understand, if you like it, or if you prefer it in Italian like the old one. So Tom is going to help me, we are going to hunt together, and the day looks perfect, so I'm just really looking forward to it. So Gavin, our gamekeeper, set up the rifle yesterday. He's just arrived, so we are going to take one shot this morning before we head out, just to be sure. If I can fit this one inside here. This is a Frankie Horizon Elite Strata, and the caliber is a 308. That is probably all around, works really well, especially here. We are not going to shoot far, so it's a great caliber for red deer. We are just going to take a shot now to check the zeroing, and then we are good to go.
You might have to shoot high up in the circle. You might have to shoot quite high up in it. Because,
okay, there is a lot of...
Yeah, because it's actually about 170 meters.
Because they told me they'd zero it at 100. I just want to make sure if we shoot like 200 meters, how high I need to...
Yeah.
Grouse. Beautiful day, eh?
Yeah, it is.
There is a lot of grouse around, eh?
Sounds like it.
Jamie, are you ready?
Yeah.
You see it?
I didn't see it, but I didn't hear metal, so it's definitely in the kill zone.
Good. Thank you very much. Rifle is empty. So, what's the plan? Do you know already where we're going?
So, we're going to drive a couple miles down the road and go behind these hills. Somebody else is already up here, so we're going to go west,
okay.
Or east, sorry. Yeah, hopefully we'll find some deer.
Nice. You will see that during this stay, hunting here in Scotland, we will always be guided by a gamekeeper, because the hunting here is private, so all the land is divided into private estates. So it's the owner of the land who decides who can hunt and who cannot hunt. And you have to be guided by him to be sure that you follow the rules of the estate and you stay inside the border of the state. Yeah, but okay, if there is something closer, we
So Tom, it's kind of weird for me to have a moderator on the rifle, eh? But
yeah, it's actually quite common in the UK. Reduces the recoil, less sound. So
you can also use it in Belgium?
Well, it's a difficult question because they're currently considering using it in Belgium for certain purposes, for wild.
But I think it makes sense, eh? Like if you think about ear and everything, and also the animal welfare, like you don't scare them too much.
Yeah, you just go in, you take a shot, and you go out, and then it's all set.
3 in the magazine.
Yeah, 3 in the magazine. Yeah, they're moving up.
So we saw from the car a group of deer. There is like 3 stag and some hinds on the left that they are going up on this ridge, and the wind is pushing up like this, so we need to do a turnaround. We are going to go up on this like river and then get to the top and try to go from the top in front of them. Let's see if the plan works. is warmer than what I thought. But we're almost there. We need to do the last 300-400 meters to get to the top. And then we will start hunting with the wind in the face, hopefully. So it's a great day. It's an honor to be able to hunt here. It's 20 degrees today, and I put a wool jacket on because it looks cool, but it's not a good idea. So
Just got to be really quiet from now on,
okay,
because the deer might not be far away, but
sounds good.
Yeah.
So we just follow and try to get on.
yeah, we'll go
Good
round,
wind, yeah.
because the wind's coming
Yeah.
this way. We'll go round the back of them, try to come in from this
Okay.
way.
We are finally on the top. The deer that we saw in the morning, they should be here. Probably like 500 meters from us. So we just go slowly and very quiet. So we have the deer at 150 meters, maybe less, and they are bedded down. So we want to get there in order to see, hopefully get a shot. I'll follow James. You stay with me close. Jamie, when you want, we are ready, so you can go slowly. Just take your time. Yeah. Slowly then. Slowly, slowly. 140 meters. When you want, you tell me to come, and I will get close to you. Are they looking? It's okay. Can I get up? one looking down, eh? Yeah. The one we are filming, okay.
Just take him in the neck when you're ready.
Yeah. It's okay for you now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in your own time.
I'm going to go in the neck.
You got him. Good job.
Thank you very much.
Well done.
Thank you very much. It's been a very nice stalking, eh?
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah.
Tough and good.
Okay, rifle, it's unloaded. Thank you, man. Nice. Really nice.
I can do something in return.
Really nice hunt and really nice weather, eh? For being in Scotland, it's like, are you guys in Italy here or what?
Like that.
Oh, and we were lucky with the winds because you
Yeah,
see sometimes it's going down, eh?
Yeah.
Like now it's going down.
Down
Yeah.
there, it was good.
It started swirling, and I was sitting there, and you guys were obviously
Looking out.
taking your
Yeah.
time. But
So
all right,
go.
guys,
I'll
let's
follow
go.
you.
I'll do the same. Good looking deer, man.
It's been a really nice hunt. We saw them early in the morning from the car, and then we had to make a big loop around them to get the wind in our faces, and it paid off, eh? Your strategy, because then we arrived at 150 meters. So I really love the hunt. Thank you very much, Jamie, for
Very welcome.
stalking to be our stalker, and thank you, Tom. Eh? It's been a pleasure.
Always
Hunting
a
with
pleasure.
you.
Always a pleasure hunting with you, Andre.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. And thanks
Fantastic
to this
animal.
beautiful animal.
So since this is your first Scottish stag, I'm going to bleed you, which is a tradition. So I'm going to take a bit of the stag's blood and put it on your face.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you very much.
I can't describe it at all.
Okay, we loaded the stag on the Argo, and Cliff is going to bring it down. Are we going to walk down to the car, or we jump with him? Yeah. Thank you, Cliff. Thank you. It's great to see how much love and work they put on the meat and on the quality of the meat, because of course here in UK and in Scotland, all of the animals that are hunted, they go to the fridge, and then a game dealer comes by and pick them up, and then they can sell the meat to the restaurants, they can sell it to supermarkets, so all the people can enjoy wildlife, and that's I think very important. It's very nice. It's something that we are working on in Italy, but we are still not at this level.
There's a happy child at home. There's a happy child at home. In my memory I could see. Memory I could see. Standing out upon the hill. Standing out upon the hill. In the shadow of a tree. Shadow of a tree. If I only had my way. If I only had my way. It would give my heart a thrill. It would give my heart a thrill. Just to simply wander back. Just to simply wander back to the cabin on the hill. Cabin on the hill. Oh, I want to wander back. Oh, I want to wander back to the cabin on the hill. To the cabin on the hill. Beneath the shadow of the tree. Beneath the shadow of the tree. I would like to linger still. Just to be with those I love. Just to be with those I love. Joy my heart would overfill. Joy my heart would overfill. And I want to wander back. And I want to wander back to the cabin on the hill. Cabin on the hill.
It's a great day to be out here in the islands. We are going to do a walk up for grouse. So we have all the Guinean lines, the gamekeeper. They have dogs. Mostly they are flushing dogs. So we just need to walk the line. Be careful where we are shooting. We can just shoot in front or in the back.
Please never follow through the line. Never swing through the line. Always take your gun down out of your shoulder. You need to move your feet anyway, if you know what you're doing, and then shoot behind.
Back.
So,
and hopefully we will be able to see some grouse. I'm really excited to it because it's always a pleasure, and we are very lucky to be here today. So let's see.
Good luck. Hope
You too.
some.
You too.
Shoot any before grouse?
A couple, yeah.
Okay.
Ready? They're walking. Let's walk. Safety on. Voilà. Tom just shot one. Very nice, eh? I missed already, so it's not easy. There is a lot of distance to cover, and you never know when they're going to flash. So look at the feather. Marta! It's very difficult to explain what holding these grouse in my hands feels. Thank you, sir.
thank you. Well done.
I don't know if this will be my last grouse, but I hope with all my heart that all of this is preserved. It's really, for me, a pity that I don't have my English setter, our setters, because it's completely different. But it's really nice also to see other type of hunting and to see other styles. So that's how they do it here. The line is ready. We need to go. Let's go. It feels like walking on a pillow. It's crazy, eh? And the amount of ground you have. Nice. I think Tom
It was a nice male grouse coming down, but
Yeah, he was coming your way.
yeah, it was coming, but Tom stopped it before. He's not very polite, eh? Grouse!
I think this is the real essence of Scotland. Until a few years ago, the grouse drive shooting was a social event, but the decline of the grouse population has made walk-up shooting the more sustainable option. Today, many areas are closed. The life of this species is extremely dependent by the work of the gamekeeper.
How fast can it
From
go
the
to
managing
get
of the
this up?
pasture to control burns that promote the growth of heather, which provides food and shelter for the grouse. Is it thanks to the work of these guys that I can be here today, and for this I'm extremely grateful.
Up the right hand side of this ridge, yeah.
Alright.
We'll have a look when we get to the top.
Okay.
And if there's nothing there, we'll just carry on round to the other ones we've seen.
The ones we saw, okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, we're at Redoric Estate today. It's a lovely day in Scottish terms. It's dry, it's not too cold. So we're here in September, so normally the stags are roaring. We had the confirmation that there were some stags roaring last week, but with the temperature drop, it's very likely that they're roaring. They're really roaring right now. So we're moving up with our stalker called Jamie, and we're trying to get over this edge here to see if there's some stags bedded down there. We saw a couple of them a little bit further on, and in case there are no stags there, we're just going to continue, and we'll try to catch up with those and see if there's a stag there for taking. So super excited, and yeah, hopefully we'll be successful. Dark one. He was looking at us at one point.
Yeah.
It was a nice one. Did you see the big one? Sorry. So yeah, we just went over the hill and we winded them. Sadly, there were a couple of shooters in there, and we're gonna see if we can catch up with them. But besides the fact that we couldn't shoot, it's an amazing sight, and I'm super happy to be here. So yeah, let's move on. There is a big group of stag, the one we just spoke, that is going down in the valley, and there is a mature one. That's the one Jamie wants to go for, so we are just waiting for them to cross, and then as soon as they are back we go. the wind is in our faces now, so hopefully we'll get a chance to get close enough. So we can hear stag roaring on this side. The only problem is that it's super windy, so it's difficult to hear them, it's difficult to film and record sound, so I don't know if you can hear it on the mic, but they're just in the valley there. Jamie and Tom are trying to get closer. We are going to follow them and see if we can get close enough.
They winded us right. We were only 20 yards from them round there. They winded us, when I loaded the rifle. He was just, one of the stags was just 20 yards from them.
We got a very nice opportunity. They were at 200 meters more or less. The problem is that it's a big group. A couple of them probably saw us or winded us, and so they start moving. And then to find the right one to shoot in a group like this is always difficult. So they kept moving and moving and moving, and we didn't have an opportunity, but it was very, very cool. So for me it's kind of weird to see all these stags together, but Jamie was explaining to me that like the roar here is just started, so the male are still in one pack and the female are probably on the other valley, so in a couple of weeks, maybe even 1 week, they will start to move close to the females and everything is going to change.
Yeah, well done.
That was the one, right?
Yeah, that's the one. Reload, just in case. Sophia.
Yeah.
Just went down a bit quick there.
That's a stag well earned, I guess. That's the real experience, huh, Jamie?
Yeah.
Well, not the experience you prefer, but at least for us it's the real experience. I'm knackered though. Like I'm good. After this one I was like, if we wouldn't have gotten this one I would have been like, Jamie, I think I'm good for today.
Yeah.
We didn't eat. We barely drank. So yeah, what a day. We've been walking kilometers around here, and we were winded all the time by the entire group, and I think we just flanked them and they came straight to us, and I was right on the right one. It's an older one behind the really big ones that were bedded down, and I shot. It went down directly, so that is only something a hunter can dream of. So now I'm super excited. It's been quite the experience. Oh, and the sun is out as well.
The only problem is that there is like 50 stag, and from the back I couldn't understand which one you were going to shoot. So I filmed a little bit of all of them, but not the one you shot. So
well, it's okay, man. I think the most important
we enjoyed
thing is
it.
We enjoyed it a lot, and we shot the right one.
That's
it's
good.
okay if you film the wrong one. It's not okay if you shoot the wrong one. So at least we shot the right one.
Nice. Incredible place, eh?
Nah, it's fantastic. It's
Limitless.
limitless. It's a bucket list region area. I advise everybody to experience this one day, because this is really what it's all about. For me personally, at least.
Nice. Well
Thanks,
done, man.
Andrea. Thanks again for
Right one side. Well done.
Thank you.
This is really a beautiful part of Scotland. We have this amazing lodge, Garnshill Lodge, that does give the names to the estate where we're hunting. And if it's on the outside, it's beautiful with a nice river and a old bridge on the right side. Inside is also amazing. Oh. We are in the mudroom of the estate. And as you can see behind me, this is all the gear for the driven hunts, for the shooting. And all of the guns, they get a bag for the ammunition and cover for the guns. So the details, it's very, very nice. You can see some stags from the estate on the top. And it's those little details that really make the difference. We are going to leave shortly for a partridge drive or walk up, and now we are going to take the guns, set up everything up, and I'm really excited.
them in the car? We are already in the car.
So maybe you. Yeah.
Pheasants aren't in season yet, and there will be a few.
Yeah, exactly.
So
you will see many pheasants. Probably
No pheasants, eh?
no pheasants in there.
That's good.
Woodcock. Woodcock you can shoot, snipe you can shoot, partridge you can shoot.
We don't shoot
And
drones.
One shot with the black rock.
No drone.
No drones.
Thank you.
So we move.
Great.
We'll go to an eating and do.
Even if it's not really a shooting day, it's just a couple of drives that we do with friends. I'm really excited to try something new. It's a different type of hunting, and I will let you know what I feel while I go through it. Okay?
And then when it's through,
Okay.
and you're gonna be there.
In the middle. Good luck. Enjoy. You too, eh? Guarda che tra poco partono, eh.
The game shooting is something very typical and very traditional of Scotland, where beaters and dogs push the birds towards the gun. It's not something that I'm used to do, but I have to be honest, in order to understand it, you need to be here and you need to try it. It's completely different from the walking drive, where hunter moves. The action is very fast. Many birds come to you, you need to pick the right one, focus on it and follow through.
Nice.
Yeah.
A lot of birds.
Yeah.
My shooting was not that well, but
No, yours was better than mine, eh?
I didn't do doublets.
No, me neither.
They were fast.
This is that type of hunting that I don't usually do, but when you are here and you see the gamekeeper, the work they put in the ground to keep this animal, to keep this tradition alive, is something that I would say you should try once in your lifetime before you can judge it. And it's, look at the place, eh? We are shooting partridge today, but it's in a, like a grouse moor, so it's just unbelievable. We get ready now, let's see if you can hit some. When you see people do this, it looks really easy, and it's like, yeah, I don't see the difficult in this kind of hunting and this kind of shot, but when you are actually trying to do it, it's something else. Eh? They are very fast. You see them close by, they cross, and it's a challenge, the shot itself.
Yeah, we had another great morning shooting, and yeah, well, the cool thing about shooting is obviously the fact that you can go to different drives and have different circumstances. And obviously we try to shoot the higher birds, the ones that are a little bit more difficult to shoot. But yeah, obviously it's a big thrill to do the shoots, because the birds are flying fast, they're flying in with many birds at the same time. So yeah, I personally love shooting. I love all sorts of hunting and shooting, but this one is really thrilling, and yeah, it's really good fun.
One of the things that I really enjoyed about this trip and this place is the diversity of hunting you can do. You can go from stag on the hill to partridge to grouse to pheasant. So anywhere you turn, there is different opportunity and different type of hunting. Most of what you can see around us is the state where we're hunting. This is one of the grouse moor, and that side as well. Strategy for the morning is try to go up this road all the way to the skyline on top there, and there is a big forest in the back, so we probably start stalking. And if they roar, it's probably easier to locate them. If they don't, we just have to look with the binos. The weather is great, eh? It doesn't look like we are in Scotland right now. That eye, then you go left all the way slowly on top of the pine tree. We just reached the top. It's amazing up here. We have heather all around us. We spotted a stag bedded down on the other faces. So now we are going to do a small loop going down in the trees here and trying to get close.
Yeah, it's we're gonna have to go down into the trees.
Yeah.
To try and avoid those roe deer.
Yeah.
And we'll try and come up underneath.
Yeah.
And it could end up being quite close. But I don't know how we will see. But
okay.
We'll give it a try.
And maybe on the way there is more here. So.
Could be.
Standing up.
Okay for you to focus?
Yes. He's coming in. 2:30. Down. Was a little bit
Back?
in the front, the first one. This was good.
Better, yeah.
Nice hunting, eh? I didn't see it roll down, to be honest, but the sound after I shot was good.
Yeah, I
So-
saw that. It was a good hit. Did you see him come down?
Yeah, I thought so, but
He was going down.
And we had like 20 meters of gap between the three. Yes?
He was a little confused, but it worked out okay for us.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Well done.
Thank you.
Nice job. Nice shot. Really good.
Fever, eh? That's stags in the forest.
It was a good chase. It was a really good chase.
Yeah, we were lucky that you crossed there.
Beautiful.
We saw the stag from up there. He was bedded on the face in front of us. Probably saw some movement and he thought, I'm going to check it out. And it was very fast, eh? We just lay down on the backpack and nice. I can see the head on the header sticking up. I'm very glad I had this scope because here in the forest it's like very low magnification on the first part and you can basically shoot like a free-handed, and then it was 200 meters so I had to go to 10, but really work out. The stag did a couple of steps and is dead there, so we're going to check it now. I feel like it's a privilege to hunt here. We are very close to Balmoral Castle, it's just in front of us. This is like the King Estate, where they come up to hunt grouse and stags, so it's a great place to hunt. I love it. I really enjoy this hunt, I really enjoy this place. It's undescribable. Thank you. Thank you, Bart. Yeah. They are probably not the stag that we are used to hunt in Italy. The body size, the trophy size, they are different, but the adrenaline rush you feel when you chase them in this forest is exactly the same. Eh? I really enjoyed the hunt this morning. I really enjoyed learning something from Roddy. It's always nice when you hunt abroad to learn something new, and you work out really well and I'm very lucky to be able to be here chasing these beautiful animals. I never saw a bone like this on a deer.
Yeah. He's there's no. But he wasn't moving like he had broken.
No?
He was moving very well.
He broke it here? I don't know.
Even better selection. Well done.
Yeah. In Italy we say that hunting deer is very fun until you don't shoot one. Here it's very fun because then the bike comes and you don't have to pull, so let's go.
In the end, what I will remember about Scotland are for sure the landscape and the lodges we've been in, but more than that, the work of the dog and the work of the gamekeeper that made all of this possible. Thanks to Tom and his family and all of his friends to make this happen.